And we're going to start with Bricker and Eckler for their LandTracker solution. So please come on up.
So my name is David Hasman, and I'm the litigation support manager at Bricker and Eckler, and with me is Frank Merrill.
Frank Merrill. I'm a partner in our energy and utilities practice group.
Well, welcome, guys. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the problem that you were trying to solve with LandTracker?
The problem that we had was we had a large client. It's an interstate natural gas pipeline project. We had a lot of data. We were looking at filing a lawsuit involving hundreds of defendants, a lot of different data points coming in, and the information is changing on a constant basis, and we really didn't know when we would have to file the action. But when the client says, hey, we need to file now, then I've got a big problem, because I've got to stop everything, pull all this information together, and generate pleadings, motions for preliminary injunction, all kinds of notices. I can't wait a month to have a bunch of lawyers sit in a room and QA, QC all this data. So I have a big problem. I said, David, I need help.
So the big problem became David's big problem, basically.
Oh, yeah, it was a big one.
You want to walk us through the solution
here?
Yeah,
so, when I went down this road, I was like, you know what, I need to make this very, very easy for our attorneys, because this is, outside of our e-discovery, and, they're not always in relativity. So went with the Google route, right? So simple. Very, simple. Type in any landowner or parcel number, and then that will take you to our next page, which is our next one after that. But so kind of how Frank said, there's a lot of information that goes into this application, and some of it was coming from our client's database, so there's a lot of electronic information, but there was a lot of manual information that we needed to pull from title packages, such as, and pull out easement holders and leaseholders and things like that. So we built a bunch of objects and event handlers to pull that information.
You guys had tons of objects in this app.
Yeah, I think there was about 30-some and about a couple thousand fields and choices, I think, was when it came down to. So there was a lot.
Pretty huge.
Yeah, for sure.
And what are we seeing here?
Yeah, so once you type in a landowner's name or parcel number, this is kind of like our landowner homepage, and this is where everything gets tied together. So, Frank can log into the system and say, what's going on with Dave Hasman's piece of land, like who's, who easement holders are on there, whatnot. What was really cool was that we were able to integrate Google Earth into this application, which was a really big win for us. So when you went into here, you can actually see where this pipeline is going and how it's being routed.
Very intuitive.
Yeah.
Saved you probably a lot of time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was. So, the next kind of phase of it was like, all right, now, so we have all this information in the system. Why can't we now automate our pleadings package? And that's really what we did. But we even took it a step further. We not just automated the redacted text there, but we also pulled in survey plat maps, think of them as blueprints, and added them into the pleadings document automatically. So it was, there's nobody copying and pasting these documents into there. It was all automatic.
You have a mass action here to generate Word documents on the fly, pulling the fields from Relativity and the images.
Yes. Thousands of fields and choices.
That saved hours. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So then we even kind of went one step further on this. Was okay. So now that we filed this action, now we need to track the service of people getting served the packets and whatnot. So we built in a bunch of timelines. We built in an auto-generated email that actually said, okay, how many people we still have left to serve, and all those things like that. And then we built in a case calendar in there to kind of track it all together, because there's a lot of moving dates to that.
So you got a whole end-to-end workflow here covered, and you're using the Relativity platform to do it all with the Google integration. Really pretty slick.
We definitely tested the waters, on this one for sure. Yeah.
Very cool.
I remember, Frank, you were saying earlier, like this would have taken you like 20 people, months of time.
At least 20 attorneys working nonstop for at least 2 or 3 weeks trying to pull all this data, QA, QC it, cut and paste it, and put it in all these packages. And we were able to do it over a weekend. And the attorneys now have access to it, and they can pull up the data. And they're from different practice groups. I mean, we've got real estate attorneys, we've got litigators, we've got environmental attorneys, energy attorneys. They can all go in there and find the information that they need. So it's a great one-stop shopping place.
Awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for showing it to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's cool.
That is a huge app.
We really like that one.